Hey y'all, this is Pam, and today I'm going to attempt, and the reason why I say attempt is because this camera is being held by me on some wonky tripod legs. And I'm standing in back of it, and I'm going to cut this chicken up. And the reason why I'm cutting this chicken up, well, you can see I got this chicken for 99 cents a pound, small fryer, and I paid a little less than $2. So it's about 3 pounds of a chicken, of a fryer, which is a small chicken. And I want to show this for those people who have never cooked, who may have never had a family member show them how to do this. You may be just new in your apartment. Whatever the reason, you might be 60 years old and never cut a chicken up. Okay, so just bear with me because I am doing this, like I said, around this camera. Okay, the first thing I do, I trimmed off a little bit of that fat, but that's not always the first thing I do. But the first thing I do is, let me show y'all parts of a chicken. This is your legs, thigh, your wings, your breast, right here. Okay, this is where the neck of the chicken was. And this the bottom, or the croupion, like we call it. And this is the inside. Now, sometimes you will get chickens with the insides, which will have a little bag, and it'll be your neck and your liver and your gizzards and such. Sometimes you don't. So this one, I didn't. Okay, so the first thing I do typically is, and I'm showing y'all with this little knife because, you know, if you're just starting out, you might not have a bigger knife. So you find the joint there, and you cut down, and your first chicken ain't gonna be perfect. Mine ain't always perfect. I've been doing this for 40 years. And you can see this is your joint. So you want to put your knife, I put my finger in there, and then, like I said, I'm trying to work around this camera. And you just feel in there, and wherever it's gonna give, get my camera back in focus. Maybe let me take it out a little bit. Can't zoom out. Okay, and then there's your chicken wing. That's one. Let me see if I can get this a little bit better. Okay. You'll just have to bear with me on the camera. Okay, again, I put my finger in there and I feel in between that joint. Slice it a little bit, and you can pop back and you can see the ball of the joint right there. And there's the other part that I've seen. You can rock it now. So put your knife in there. Again, I put my finger, and I put my knife in there. And it's real easy. Once you got it in between that ball and joint, it's super easy to cut through. Okay. Now, you can do this two ways. You can cut it off at the thigh. I find it this way easier for me. And same thing. You're going to feel for that joint right there. Let me see if I can put my finger in that joint. So I'll put my finger in the joint. Slide the knife a little bit. Cut the meat a little. You can pop that same thing as the wing. Get it cut. There's your drumstick. Okay, I'm going to do the whole chicken. Just so, same thing. Get in that ball, in between that joint. Cut a little bit. And I just pop that. And without the camera holding the camera against the sink, it's much easier, of course. And there's your drumstick. Okay. Next will be your thighs. I take it and I cut that skin there. Cut the skin here at the bottom. Same thing, pop it out. Just pop that joint out, and there's your joint. Stick your knife in there. And go this way because it's easier there. Go through the joint and across. See how easy that came off? And there's one thigh. Same thing for the other side. Your chicken is just a mirror image of itself, of course. So I slice the thing, pop that joint back, stick my knife in between those joints. Get my camera back. I'm literally holding this camera against the sink. Okay, and there's your thigh. But like I said, I've been doing this 40 years, so I could probably do it almost blindfolded, I bet. Okay, and now this part's a little bit trickier. You're going to want to feel the ribs. They're very small. And I just put my knife in there. Pop it out like that. Okay, just cut it up there. And then I'll take it and just put my knife down there. Grab the two ends and pop it away from itself, like just like that. Okay, and your skin's gonna keep it attached. And then all you want to do is cut through that skin and it will separate. Okay, this back part you can save for stock, just like this. Some people here in South Louisiana like to take these back parts, split it right here, and they'll fry that. They'll batter it and fry it. It's good eating, but I use it for my stock. You got your bones here, and I'll take this skin off, and I save my skin that I took off this breast. I will save that for my stock because I like that skin and fat as the flavor. Okay, now here's your breastbone, your whole breast part. And my sink, I did scrub it. It's thoroughly clean, so you don't have to worry about me flopping this chicken in this sink. I like to do it in the sink because that way then I can bleach it and just clean that all up after. Okay, if you feel here, there's a breastbone there. And what I like to do is take that, and when you're new to this, keep your fingers away. Even if you're old to this, keep your fingers away. As you can see, my fingers are tucked back. So if my knife would slip for whatever reason, it's not going to cut me. Then I put my knife down. Okay. And then this is your main breast meat right here. This is what's called a tenderloin. And all I do is literally pull it away. Okay. Pull it away, and there's your breastbone. Your breast meat and your tenderloin. And I do the same thing on the other side. You can see that bone a little better now. Okay. And I just give it a little, barely a cut. So I'm not super worried about what I leave meat-wise on the bone because it's going from my chicken stock. Okay, I pulled the big breast part off. And there's the tenderloin I'll pull off. Okay, this is what I got left. And like I said, that worried, you can pull off some more meat here if you want. Pieces. This is going to go in my stock pot. This will go in my stock pot. And then I take my wing tips. If I'm not using wings for wings, you know, and even if I am, do the same thing there. Cut that skin, and then you can just plop. My hands are very slippery now, but you can just pop that back. Cut it a little more. And then cut that wing tip off. That goes to my stock pot. And then you can either leave these together, or we can separate those the same exact way. There's a joint there, a ball joint. And separate your flat and your drumstick wingette, or whatever they call it. So I hope this has helped somebody. If it's much cheaper to buy a chicken whole, especially when they're on sale like I got mine, and cut it up yourself. Buy like 4 or 5 at a time and part it out, depending on how much you need. If you buy yourself, you might only need to do 2, and then you would have 4 drumsticks, 4 thighs, 4 of everything. If you buy 2 chickens. So please like, comment, and subscribe. 99% of my subscribers do not watch my channel. 99% of my views come from people who are not subscribed. So I'm trying to build up my channel to try to get it monetized so I can get an income that I really need. And so please share it if you like. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.